What is a plan? And if you look at the next image, you'll see what the plan is. It's a document. Again, it has not come from any particular project management software. It's a multi-page document that's signed. And you'll see that we're trying to think about how are we going to spend money? What's going to be done when? Who's going to do it? It's kind of like that age-old expression, who, what, when, where, and why. If you do a plan, many people make a mistake. They think of it as, oh gosh, this is extra work. But if you've ever been in sports and you've been told to visualize the win, if you've ever thought about what you need to do before you do it, you know that the act of doing it is so much faster. So there's a secret. When you plan the project with the people who are going to be doing it, you get a chance to walk it through. And when you walk it through once, do you think doing it is easier? Yes. Yes. So project management is an art and a science. And it's not talking about adding any work. Because who would be involved in project management if it was going to add more time and work to your efforts? I mean, nobody would be interested. Yet there are millions of people in the US and Canada alone who consider themselves project management, let alone all the rest of the world. So one of the things we want to keep in mind is we have to plan because it's going to help us. It's going to make it better for us. We're going to find the roadblocks and figure out which of those paths to go in. There is a process to planning. And you can see it highlighted here. What do I do first? What should I look at second? Because I want to plan, but again, I want to do it faster, cheaper, easier. And so planning has a process. But if you take a minute to think about planning, there's something that you might want to realize, and I have it up here. There's a trick to do planning well, and it's my favorite trick. It's all about barfing, which happens to be an Americanism if you're not from the States. And you're supposed to laugh, but sorry, you haven't done that yet. If you learn the science of project management, awesome, but you don't have to start there. If you have it in your head that you want to walk through entirely what you're going to do for a few minutes maybe before you even do it and create a plan, and if you can get that plan more formalized, you will start to prevent the problems everybody else faces. So BARF is a project plan that is bought into by everyone. They really buy into it. Yep, that's what we think we're going to do. It's a good guess. It's a plan. A plan's a plan, and it can change. But we've walked it through, and we think that's a good idea. It's approved, meaning they have the stamp of approval by whomever needs to be involved. And it's realistic. You feel like right now in the planning time frame that it could be done that way. And it's formal. You have some document. So right now, just remember, your project plan should be barfed. And you have a trick in your head that'll make you more successful. Keep thinking to yourself, has this been barfed yet? Is it really barfable? And you'll get the joke, I hope. Now, once we think about planning in general, these are some general rules to think about planning. Let's look at a piece of what should be in the plan, something more specific. And that is the concept of being overwhelmed and afraid. I mean, think to yourself right now, how many of the projects you have to work on do you feel, oh my goodness, I have no way, I don't know how I'm going to do this, I don't know where I'm going to do it, I'm completely lost and I'm completely confused. There's no way I can make it happen. Is that like you right now? Well, that is an important issue. If you're in management, You have to realize when you assign a project to somebody else, they are literally freaking out, getting upset and worried. How could they possibly do it? They're feeling overwhelmed. If you are managing projects or working on them, we want to try to eliminate this feeling of being overwhelmed. So, there's a tool of project management, and there's a phrase I like to use. And that phrase is, it's not the tool, it's what you do with it, baby. Trying to get you to laugh, but it's not working. So, there's a tool of project management that will help you get organized, get your mind around everything that needs to get done. And it's a very simple tool. Now, the image I'm going to show you is one that you may have seen before because it looks like something else, but let me give this to you with a good description.